Week 8 in TFO 2026. You are spending time down in the dungeon with Tim. Week 8. And we got some teams. OP Lorcana cards going up against the other classic Millionaire Scumbags. So OP Lorcana coming back. Obviously, I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly or not. Lorcana, whatever. Lorcana. We shall see a new team going up against the Scumbags. Good old Snyder clocks it to Quill. That team looks very too much like my team, with the same colors, but such is life. Flavors there, gonna just take off. Saw something and is able to pick up a quick 10. That's a quick first down, exactly what you want to see. And decides, read everything perfect and then made the wrong choice at the wrong time. That's painful. Suddenly 2nd and 10. Gonna have a dump off. If he can wait long enough, he can. And then Diablo splits it in there all the way through to the 20. Let me just talk about Diablo for a second. Because let me tell you, Diablo 1, okay. Diablo 2, decent. Diablo 3, one of the greatest games ever. And Diablo 4 sucked serious ass. What a disappointment. All of my boys did local co-op, the 3 of them and I, when they were like between 7 and 9. We beat Diablo 3, one of the greatest experiences, all sitting on the couch screaming. Everybody had their character yelling at somebody for not keeping up and holding the screen back. And then we try to play Diablo 4, and it's just a stupid mash of buttons with no story and unacceptable. So that's what I think about that. The GOAT fires it off after a quick 7-0 lead. There is Simpson. Does not have the speed one would expect. So P. Diddy surveying the field. Gonna have plenty of time. Is he gonna toss it deep? Yes, deep and down low. Might get a jumper. Oh, and the defender just was in perfect position, but turned his head at the last second, and they take it to the 3. P. Diddy wants it himself and then runs over somebody. P. Diddy loves the double team. That's how he does it. And suddenly punches it in just like that. All that work. And it's just going on 2 plays. Tie game. 7-7. Schneider with the kick. Got Rob Schneider out to Quill. And maybe Dan Snyder, but he has a Y. Alright. And gonna have that dump off. Finds Diablo. We were speaking of him, and that's another first down. We're just gonna go ahead and say that's Diablo 3. And I know it might even be game, might even not be any of the Diablos. I don't give a shit. This is my world, it's my story. You guys ever seen Road Trip? This is my story. I'll tell it as it want. And there were naked girls in the locker room that were fondling each other on a regular basis. Dumps it off at a quick strike, but it's just not enough. And so the tackle from the Scumbags brings out the punt. Person had to be going for it right here. Especially when you refuse to punt and then just get tackled in the backfield like an idiot. Well, they had a lot of success with this play, so they try it again. He goes to the same guy, and it's caught once again. That's 2 head tops on that loser. Now it's trips to the near side. Oh, but Super Golf does a swim move around and then spears him in the leg. So not afraid, they go right back to it. And this time gets a little bit of space, double covered, that time knocked away. And suddenly we got a huge 3rd and 19. Now it's trips, but P. Diddy's going to keep it himself. Gets pretty good blocking, pretty good speed. Oh, and they underestimated the slipperiness of a man covered from head to toe with anal-ease, and they are unable to make the tackle. That is brutal. 3rd and 19, and you give up a walk-in touchdown. So there we have it. 4 possessions, 1 punt, 3 TDs. That's pretty much been the story of the season. And look at Quill doing a great job staying in the middle of the field all the way out to the Scumbags 48. Here comes a little bit of motion for Flavorish. Gonna toss it, try to force it in there. That may cost them later. Now it's the spread formation. Man, and they're getting some called plays. Jeffrey Epstein, obviously resurfacing as one of the biggest scumbags of all time. And it's a plow in. They don't give him enough time. Gets the jump. And then the scramble for the first down surrounded by D. You have to say earlier the Scumbags were getting all the luck. He's got a man deep. All the luck when it came to catches and coverage, but that was pretty ridiculous right there. Fort to Spear. Looks to tie the game. Here and Flavor. They do let a guy get in the screen, but it's nothing. So there you have it, 14-14. Will it come down to a last possession game? It's looking like that thus far. Line's been holding nicely for Diddy. He pays those people well. Gets a jumping grab on triple coverage. That's got to piss you off. That wide receiver's got some speed. Can't find him though. 2nd and 10. Diddy scored on this play. This time they blocked better and he is met. And still fighting off. That Annalise is slippery. Go right back to it. They've got a few DBs up there. Can they take the angle? They do. They finally grab his hair, the only thing not covered in lube. And that's pure hair. Again, they sneak it through. So for the first time, we see a field goal up and in. Dan Snyder. So yes, it should be Snyder with a Y if you're talking about the former Redskins. All right. For sure it is a scumbag. Got a guy. Tosses it to World. Oh, right in the hands of the defense. Later Sham goes right back to the play. Pressure in his face, and Jeff Bezos, that skinny little wimpy body, is somehow able to get in. Obviously, he slipped the guy $1 million to get the sack. Uh-oh, they've left a man deep, and he throws it to the completely wrong person who happens to be out of bounds. That's going to drive you crazy. A lot of pressure, almost another blocked punt, coming deep from the outside. Here's OJ. Let's see if he can live up to his name. He does toss somebody, tosses another one, but can't get the third. So with the lead in 3, but time really ticking. Oh, and more. Mile Hero to all. Takes them down. Only 30 seconds left. They need one giant play. And that certainly is not going to be it. They grab them down. 20 seconds. 3rd and 21. What do you do here? Just try to burn the clock. They go trips. Diddy going to get a call play. Going to get murdered. Does not hold on to the ball as Madam Min Fox comes out. She's a sneaky one. They need a blocked punt here. They don't get it. They need either a fumble or a big return. Last play because the clock is running. Look at the blocking job of that guy. Only for Clarabelle to simply run into the defender. So we are at halftime. 3-point ball game. As the band marches on. It has labial sweat in it. You know it is pretty special. All right, the GOAT fires it off. So this is their chance to improve their lead. Simpson can't hit the outside like every person's supposed to. P. Diddy with a rollout. First time we see it, he likes the speed, and that's a huge pickup of 12 just immediately. Oh, but that's payback. Notice he's white. Payback P. Diddy gets shivved like he would in jail. And in comes somebody Joe. So there it is. Joe looks like he's got some speed. So that may not be a complete catastrophe, although Diddy had speed too. There's pressure on Joe's face, but he delivers a strike, a diving catch. What a combo to move the chains, keep the drive going. Is this the breath of life they needed? Oh, where's the pick? No hands on the defense. Third and 10. Wide, they swing it to Joe. He gets a couple of blockers, and he sprints out beyond everyone to pick up 15, now knocking on the red zone. Shotgun, not the greatest play to call here. Might get somebody open, especially when they leave him there. Oh, and McMahon, good old Vince McMahon, of course, always knows how to play the scene. Settle down in that zone. Let everybody drift three. Then Joe calls his own number, avoids one fast guy. He is in. Let's see who the fuck this guy is. Senile Joe. Is that Biden? I don't know. Could be. And coming flying through, but no block. And suddenly like that, it's a 2-score, 10-point game. The Scumbags thinking they have paid off the refs enough and they are probably okay. Let's see what these losers can do. Not what they expected on that play. So he hits Spear, can't get the diver, but still a huge pickup. This is how Brendel Fly eats. Flavor Sham with the tuck and go. Oh, could not quite hit that full speed jet burner. Pressure up the middle, and Jeff Bezos, once again, another million well spent, gets the sack. Maybe it's the vegan breath that just brings him down. And a dump down to Merlin, but that does nothing. And in fact, they're still going to try the long field goal. Bottom hash, not looking likely, and just shanks the hell out of it. And that's too bad because that was actually pretty close. I mean, it wasn't close, but my point is it was important. There's that chaser again, and just taking terrible angles. He's got the skill. So now it's still a 2-point game. That clock is the friend of the Scumbags. Some pressure in his face, but he fires it. What a catch and run there. No slow up. And Senile Joe is playing just as well as P. Diddy. No loss there. Little overthrow on that one. Oh, almost a diving pick. Big third down here. If they can hold them to a field goal or nothing, they got a chance. They've left a couple men open, and he finds the perfect one for a first down. So that'll just continue to run the clock. The Scumbags look like they know what they're doing. 2nd and 8. Here comes a little bit of motion. He keeps it. Gonna just dump it. Oh, what a timed throw. God, they have been getting some catches and coverage. Only a yard to go. A score here is just going to be catastrophic. They do call a play on Trump's number. They're going to go right back to the man. And they call it again. They don't get him quite for the loss they should have. See if that hurts him. All right, trips. He's going to pass. There is no pressure all the time and needed a pick. So at least they've held him to a field goal. Keep it a 2-score game. If they have any chance of a block here, they need it. Nothing. They haven't had yet to have a block, despite having somebody on the screen every time. There he is, Dan Schneider. Of course, I'm a Skins fan, so I have to deal with him forever. And a terrible return by Quill when they needed a big one. Alright, let's see what Flavorjam can do. Man, this lack of line is really crushing him. This guy's got a couple of moves. Quick first down there. I think that's the rabbit. They go to the reverse. Not the time you want to be calling a reverse play when it burns 40 seconds to gain 1 yard. Clock's not really that much of a factor because you're either going to get the onside or not. They've left everybody open. Jumping catch for the rabbit, who continues to run and almost picks his feet up but doesn't. At least they're making it interesting. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Can he toss it to him? Did he throw it too late? No. Touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Hawk slut sickle. I get it. He ran with the touchdown. Important extra point here. Through and good. So it is a 6-point game. Let's see what they elect to do. They decide not to go for the onside, and that's one of the more questionable decisions we're likely to see all season. Unable to stop the Scumbags. Let's see what they do here. And he tosses that one too deep. Will Senile. Can't auto-pen your way to this victory, baby. He swings it up. He's got the speed. They do stuff him. Look at him fighting people off. Pretty good for a frail old guy who can't make it up the steps of Air Force One. Alright, we see Trump's name on the key play of the game. We do, and he is able to not get the first down, so at least it'll be interesting here. The punt, I guess, worked. They're going to have a long way to go. They get the ball off, no block. It's a good kick. It'll be inbounds. The clock is winding. Look at the blocker once again. Fights off 3 people. Come on, Clarabelle. Make it interesting. Gets another block. The time, though. The time. So they have 12 seconds, 8 seconds to... They got to score on this play. Let's see what they do. They do a QB sneak. Oh, my God. And he just falls down. Oh, so close to finish with QB sneak. Painful. Wow. The OP cards had actually 73% completion. I would have thought the Scumbags maybe did a little better, but both pretty good there. But look at that. Look at all the yards. Relatively even match, but the Scumbags hold it out. Thanks for spending time down in the dungeon with Tim.